3 years ago, I made one of the first videos on this channel about an anime called Heavenly Delusion. Back then, I called it one of the most underrated anime of 2023, and honestly, I still stand by that. But here's the weird part. It's almost been 3 years now, and Heavenly Delusion still hasn't gotten a second season. No announcement, no teaser, nothing. Which raises the question, what actually happened to this anime? Because when it came out, it felt like something special. When Heavenly Delusion first aired in 2023, it immediately stood out. The animation was incredible and the world felt mysterious. The tone was completely different from almost any anime airing at that time. Instead of focusing on flashy fights or a power system, the show drops the viewer in a post-apocalyptic Japan. Strange creatures roam the land and there's clearly something wrong in this world. At the center of the story are two characters, Maru and Kiruko. Two travelers moving through this ruined world searching for a place called heaven. But the show wasn't just telling their story. At the same time, we were following a group of children living inside a mysterious facility, completely isolated from the world. And slowly, episode by episode, the show begins hinting that these two storylines were somehow connected, but it never rushed the answers. Instead, Heavenly Delusion focuses on atmosphere and mystery. At the end of the season, it had built one of the most intriguing stories in modern anime, at least for the people who were watching it, because despite how good it was, it never exploded in popularity. There are a few reasons Heavenly Delusion never reached a massive audience, and the first one is surprisingly simple: streaming platforms. Unlike most anime that come out on Crunchyroll, this anime in specific came out in Disney Plus and Hulu, which doesn't sound like a big deal at first, but it actually matters a lot for anime. Crunchyroll is where most anime fans already are. It's where new shows get discovered. When a series releases somewhere else, it instantly loses visibility, and Heavenly Delusion definitely suffered from that. But that wasn't their only problem. Spring 2023 was an extremely competitive anime season. Demon Slayer, Oshi and Hell's Paradise were dominating the conversation. So even though Heavenly Delusion was amazing, it was competing against some of the biggest anime releases of the year. And then there's the storytelling itself. Heavenly Delusion doesn't explain everything right away. The show slowly reveals clues about the world and the mystery behind the creatures roaming the wasteland, which is great for viewers who piece things together, but it can make the story feel confusing early on. Some people dropped the show before the mystery really started paying off. But for the viewers who stuck with it, the payoff was worth it. So if Heavenly Delusion was this good, why hasn't it gotten a second season? The truth is that anime renewals are complicated. Studios look at things like streaming numbers, Blu-ray sales, merchandise, and overall popularity. While Heavenly Delusion was critically praised, it didn't become a massive commercial hit. It does not mean the show failed, but it does mean it didn't create enough momentum to create a next season for it. And that's the reality of the anime industry. Studios constantly juggling multiple projects. Even when a show performs well, it can take years before another season gets announced. So a lack of a season 2 doesn't necessarily mean it will never happen, but it does leave Heavenly Delusion in a strange place. A show that people who watched it loved, but one that never fully broke into the mainstream. Even without a second season, Heavenly Delusion remains one of the most memorable anime of the last few years. What made it special wasn't just the mystery, it was the atmosphere. The world felt quiet and haunting. Every abandoned city felt like there was a story behind it. And the journey between Maru and Kuruko gave the show a sense of humanity that grounded the entire adventure. There's also a deeper theme running through the story, the idea of searching for something better, searching for heaven, in a world that clearly lost it a long time ago. And that's part of what makes Heavenly Delusion so compelling. It's not about surviving in a ruined world, it's about hope. Hope that somewhere out there, something better still exists. So what actually happened to Heavenly Delusion? The truth is, nothing dramatic. It didn't crash, didn't explode either. It simply became one of those rare anime that slowly builds a fan base for it, a hidden gem. And sometimes those shows take years before they finally get a continuation they deserve. So maybe Heavenly Delusion's story isn't over yet. Maybe we're just waiting. Because if a second season ever does happen, I think a lot more people are finally going to realize how special this anime really was. If you've seen Heavenly Delusion, do you think it deserves a second season? Or do you think it's one of those anime that people already forgot? Guys, if you watched the video all the way through, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Heavenly Delusion was the first anime video review that I made on this channel. It's crazy looking back and seeing that it's almost been 3 years since I started making anime reviews on YouTube. So I just want to say thank you to anyone who's been watching my videos since the beginning, or if you just started tuning in recently, I appreciate you. Just a quick little life update. I know I don't really do this on camera or on this channel specifically. I do talk about stuff like that on my Twitch if you want to go check me out on Twitch, playing some Mark Raiders, but I've been extremely busy with school. I am coming up to one of my last semesters in college and I'll be graduating soon, so I've been really focusing on that. And I've also been freelance working, being an independent contractor, taking photos and videos with this camera I'm filming with, so it's been busy. I've actually been editing for this company as well. I've been editing photos and videos, so it's cool that I started streaming and gaming and started doing YouTube videos, and now that I'm able to somehow get compensated for that editing and doing stuff, so it means a lot to me. And it's because I started doing this, honestly, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. I haven't been watching as much anime recently either, so keep a hold on that. There's so much stuff that I want to watch. I can't even think of all the ones I want to watch. For sure, the newest Fire Force season. I still haven't seen Windbreaker season 2. I still haven't seen Hell's Paradise season 2. I still haven't seen oh my god, what's the name of it? I still haven't seen Kaiju number 8 season 2. There's so much. I still haven't seen JJK season 3. There's so much anime I have not seen that I've just been too busy with life or family or just work. So there is definitely a lot on my plate that I need to continue watching, and a lot of new stuff that has been piquing my interest as well. So definitely we'll be watching that soon, hopefully. But enough of me rambling. Make sure to go follow my Twitch. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.